Welcome to Passi City, the sports capital of Western Visayas. The bright lights are on. People are coming into to witness from a building shaking with emotion. Good evening, everyone. This is Do or Die. The weight of a year's work. The tension is unbearable. The moment is now. Winner survives. Loser goes home. Our games today. First game, ARAC versus Manit. And at 8 p.m., our second game, Poblacion Ilawood versus Buena Vista. Qualifiers. Manit versus ARAC. It's ARAC versus Manit, our first game and our exclusive doubleheader on Nudge Sports. Hello, everybody. My name is Sandy Grumo. And again, we are inside the city of Passi Arena. This is the VISMIN Qualifier presented to us by Daily Fantasy. And no basket there on the first attempt by Manit. ARAC, a slow starter. They came back yesterday to win the ball game. And what a performance by ARAC yesterday. Rivik Palencia scored 25 points. This is the first game. Outside shot to beat the clock. No connection there. And the ball goes back to Manit. We are just underway. Dax Paclebar did not start yesterday. Now he is starting for his team. ARAC just playing zone. Paclebar looking for a friend. We go outside for three. And that was J.R. Dalipe who did not score from the outside. A minute gone. Big crowd here. They're just late, but they will come here later on. We'll have two games to cover on Nudge Sports. Shot clock reads at 14. We are still scoreless. Palencia unable to shake off his defender. Shot clock winding down. Now it's 2 to score. That's the second failed attempt on Arcaño. It is his first. Eight minutes, 27 seconds. Remaining first quarter action. We go to the corner. The three is incoming. Battle for the rebound, won by ARAC. Dax Paclebar with a steal. He gives it to an open teammate. That's J.R. Dalipe. Palencia. That was our best player yesterday. At the line, J.R. Dalipe, also a major factor for the team. He is number 4 in scoring for the team. Two to nothing is our score. J.R. Dalipe goes 2 out of 2 at the line. Rivik Palencia from the outside to tie. No. Outside shot on him. Palencia goes inside. He puts it up. He is such a joy to all. Corner shot incoming. Short. 7 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. First quarter action. Revic Palencia. The other Palencia for three. It's a Palma who was not able to score going glass, and it's a foul on Palencia. Six minutes and 49 to go. First personal on Palencia. And that'll be the third team foul for them. This is not a good sign for the team. Fadeaway shot, no connection there. Approaching the 6-minute mark. Palencia for three, no. And rebounded by J.R. Dalipe. Lyson, Steve Francis Lyson, Dax Paclibar. Outside, shot clock 10 seconds, corner shot. That is their third attempt from that area. And that is their third miss from that area. Same spot, same result. Inside we go, there's an extra pass, another extra pass. The penetration going glass and too strong. Both teams struggling to score from the field. There's the layup for Manit. That's J.R. Dalipe scoring for Manit. And then they're on top by 2 points. A low scoring first quarter. We are approaching the 5-minute mark. Palencia uncorks. And short. A foul is called on number 12, and that's Palma of ARAC. This is the quarterfinals. The winner will advance to the semis. And that will start 8. Second free throw, no. Will be their first three-pointer from that area. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. The ball goes out of bounds. Let's take a look at this extra pass to their corner. As I mentioned, that was their fourth attempt from that area, and that was their first connection also from that area. Oh, Palencia driving there. He was like a man on a suicide mission. 8-4 is our score. Ball deflected but recovered. Dax Paclibar is still scoreless. There's the drive. There's the extra pass. The attempt is good. Second three-pointer. And Kashmir Genevieve scoring from downtown. They've been taking their shots from that area, and that is their second from downtown after missing 4 straight. We'll be back in a moment. Let's take a look at this replay. That was their first shot from the three-point territory. And this is their second shot from the three-point territory. And they're ahead after struggling the first 6 minutes. They are ahead 11-4. Dax Paklebar. The drive to the baseline, no connection. Rebounded by Laponga. It's the first three for ARAC, and it's from Palencia. Battle for the rebound, picked up by Serafico. Three, short. Layup short. Intercepted by Dax Paklebar, and he is fouled from behind. It's on number 7, Revik Palencia. That is their 5th personal, and it's free throws for Dax Paklebar. He did not go to the free throw line yesterday. This is his first trip to the line today, and also he did not start in yesterday's game. And is a major contributor for the team. He can orchestrate. He can make good passes. And also he can score. He can do all the little things. And there goes 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Oh! Palencia touch it last. 2 minutes, 33 seconds to go. Nice move, nice pass. And Rashmir Kinaviva now at 5 points to start the first period. Oh, nice layup. It's Palma. I'm sorry, that's Laponga with his first 2 points of the game. And he cuts down the lead to 6. Oh, he almost traveled that time. The bounce, no. That was Melgar who made an attempt from long distance. Foul is on number 10 of ARAC. And again, they're sending Manit player to the free throw line. This is the 4th trip to the line for Manit. They're shooting 80% from the free throw line here in the game. 2 out of 2. Substitution. Big guy on the floor. Number 19, Espadinado. That's a 2-pointer. (16-9) is our score. 1:34 to go. Ball goes out of bounds. Shot clock 13 seconds. This is the first game of our exclusive doubleheader on Nudge Sports. And we are here in Passi, the host of the VISMIN Qualifier, presented to us by Daily Fantasy. The drive. The follow. Melgar. Masakote. And it did not go in. Another foul given up. Too many fouls given up by ARAC. That is their 9th for the team. They have 9 fouls here in the first period. And they're shooting very well now. It's 90% shooting from the line. Man-it team. And 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. 18-9 is our score. 50 seconds to go. Masakote. Good finish. No. Shot clock 14 seconds. For 3. (18-9) is our score. 14 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Another foul. That is their 10th here in the first quarter. And we have a timeout here in the city of Passi. You're watching the VISMIN Qualifier presented to us by Nudge Sports. Spalding Legacy 1000 is the official basketball of the VISMIN Qualifier. And we are glad that you can join us. We are here in the city of Passi, the sports capital of Western Visayas. As I mentioned earlier, Man-it, they're shooting pretty well from the free throw line here in the first period. And it goes 2 out of 2 and the line. 12 seconds to go. Atong will throw it in. Six seconds to go. Espadillado not able to score, unable to score. And the clock was winding down. We'll be right back. Second quarter is coming up. You're watching the Passi City VISMIN Qualifier on Nudge Sports, and it's presented to us by Daily Fantasy. Man-it 20, ARAC 9. All right, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful ladies watching this game here inside the city of Passi Arena. There you go. They're enjoying the action here. Smile, please, for the cameras. All right. Our executive producer and director, Nori Uy. Thank you. (20-9). Second quarter just underway. Foul is on Dax Baklebar, his first personal. And it's the first team foul for Manit. This is like what happened yesterday when Manit was ahead. But Dax did not play in the first quarter, did not start in that game. Shot clock 15 seconds. Laponga. Good follow-up shot by Palma. Shot clock reads at 14 seconds. Inside pass is broken up. Here is ARAC. Palencia going all the way, but he was rejected inside by J.R. Dalipe, and it was a public display of rejection. It's so nice that we have to see it twice. Palencia, look at that clean block by J.R. Dalipe. A public display of rejection. The three from that corner now. And Dalipe able to get to it. And a bad pass intercepted by Palencia. He puts up the two-pointer and yes. It's a 7-point lead for Manit. 8.5 to go in the first half. (13 of the 24. Baklebar with a clean look to the basket. First two points from the field for Dax Baklebar. It goes out of bounds. All right, it's a 24-second shot clock violation. 22-13 is our score. The VISMIN qualifier here in the city of Passi. A beautiful Tuesday evening as Dax will throw up the two-pointer. Retrieved by Serafico and rebounded by Laponga. Palencia puts it up and the ball goes out of bounds. (16 of the 24). Palencia puts it up and puts it in. And that is his second from downtown. And it's a 6-point lead for Manit, 22-16 under 7 minutes to go. Baseline attack. And Rashmir Ginavivo is fouled. Let's take a look at this three. Unmolested, uncontested. for three. Short. Palencia for three. Bullseye! That is his third from downtown. And he cuts down the lead to 3 points, 22-19. We'll be right back. But before we go to the break, let's see this one more time. It's so nice that we have to see it twice. That is his third from long distance. Let's take a look at this one more time. That was the second three. And this is his third three. The closeout was a little late. And Palencia on fire with three straight three-point field goals here. And he cuts down the lead to 3 points, 22-19. And that is Dax Paclibar, who was uncontested, unmolested, and he was untouched inside. For three, yes! And it's raining threes for ARAC. And Palencia, Rivik Palencia, who was the best player last night, scored for the first time from long distance, and he cuts down the lead to 2. Palencia getting the rebound. He is their number one scorer. What a passing there. The follow is good. And we are tied at 24 all. 20 seconds remaining in the shot clock. A late rally here for ARAC. Paclibar is free for three and bullseye. 27-24, Manit back on top by 3. The answer is no. Picked up by Palma. Outside to number 22, Laponga. Palencia asking for it. Palencia puts it up. And that was a wild try. The drive. Nice basket for Serafico. So it's a 5-point swing for Manit. 3. And that's Palencia again. 5 straight points for Palencia. (29-26). Inside we go. And that's J.R. Dalipe who will score for Manit. 31-26 now. It's a close ball game we have. And the pass intended inside for Palencia. He was bothered that time by Dax Paclibar. And that'll be the second for Paclibar. And the first team foul for for Manit. Made that second team foul for Manit. Palencia goes inside and he traveled without a visa. Ball goes back to Manit. Traveling violation. Let's check this. He lifted his pivot foot. (31-26) is our score. Let's take a look at this. It's Palencia who's fouled. Oh, that was not a foul. Shot clock 5 for 3. That's a foul. That is the third team foul for Manit and the first for Kinaviva. (31-26) is our score. At the line is new player for them. And he missed both free throws. (10 of the 24). Short. ARAC in possession right now. For 3. Yes! Rivik Palencia from downtown. And the steal. And the connection. Oh. Tied at 31 all. What a ball game we have. ARAC outscoring Manit here in the second period, 22-11. And a chance for them to take the lead. Palencia too strong. And it goes out of bounds. (18 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Palencia. Here is Laponga. Rivik Palencia with a screen. Is asking for it. Taken away by Serafico. It's number 26, Panizales. Kinaviva throws up an air ball from far away. Another chance for ARAC to take the lead here. We are tied at 31 all. 1:25 to go. 3. The bounce is too high and it went out. Kinaviva with no angle that time. Taken away by Rivik Palencia. Palencia stops, shoots, and misses. Nice drive. And Manit still ahead. That's Regan Panizales scoring in transition. Was up against two red shirts there. It trickled down, and Manit back on top by two, 33-31. Timeout. All right, Passi Hanons here inside the city of Passi Arena, enjoying the action. Oh, don't be shy. All right, the action continues here with 54 seconds to go. Two-point lead by Manit. 41 ticks remaining. Jared Dalipe committing the foul. Revic Palencia driving there and reaching in was J.R. Dalipe. Problem with ARAC, they're not shooting well from the free throw line, below 50% here in the first half. But they outscored Manit 22-13 here in the second period. Lyson was hit in the face, but he is shaken up a little bit. Lyson puts the move. He goes inside. Short, and the follow is good for Lyson. Shot clock is off. 14 seconds to go. There's the miss and the follow by Lyson. That's Steve Francis Lyson. It's a 4-point lead for Manit. Four seconds. No more time remaining into the first half, with Manit ahead by 2, 35-33 at the end of the first period. We'll be right back. You're watching the Passi City VISMIN Qualifier on Nudge Sports, and it's presented to us by Daily Fantasy.
Okay, so once again, everyone, you're about to receive merchandise from Living Fantasy and perfume coming from Innocent Snow, the match is Jason Medina, also sponsored by JM Sports Account. Okay, seven winners. So yeah, pwede bang bilas ang wala ka ng complete ang users? So that's 7 minutes to play this halftime game for sponsored by Living Fantasy and JM Sports Account. Okay, the floor. Tatlo na lang. Tatlo na. Ay, nakakawa nyo. Kaya hindi natin ang drop top. Sorry. Tatlo na lang. Tatlo. Sige. Okay, sumunod na natin ang the presence of SC member, Pinoy Passi. And also our city sports director, Sir Randy. Oh, may tatlo pa. May tatlo pa ito yun. Okay, for the termination of everyone of the semifinals of Passi Third Barangay Basketball Tournament will be on this December 28 and 29, which means there are going to be no games tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. Kaya the semifinals game will start on December 28 and 29. So semifinals. So pawayawayan na kita sa pagtambay kasama na City of Passi. Oh, last winner.
We are back here inside the city of Passi Arena. Dax Paclebar, a major factor for the team. He is their leader. Scored only one field goal back in the first quarter. He's also a good orchestrator, J.R. Dalipe. Oh, that's the second field goal, by the way, by Dax Paclebar. He is a huge performer for the team. And this guy, he is hot. He was hot back in the first half, scoring inside and the outside. That's Palencia, his first three-pointer of the game. It happened in the second period. You know, when you're hot, you're hot. When you're cold, you're cold. And this is the second triple for Palencia. All right, it's been a pretty close ball game. 35 for Manit, 33 for ARAC. ARAC outscored Manit 24-15 in the second period. Manit outscored ARAC in the first quarter 20-9. Two-point lead. Ginaviva. You know, when I first covered the qualifiers last Sunday, it was Ginaviva who was almost flawless in his offense. But yesterday and today, they really need his offense here because the winner will advance to the semis. Paclebar setting up the table. Paclebar goes inside. He gives it to an open teammate for two. It's Gerard Dalipe, the high man. And they're up by 4 points, 37-33. Inside we go. There's the kick out to the corner for three. And a foul is called. That's number 12, Alaponga. It's the first team foul for ARAC. ARAC committed 10 fouls in the first quarter. Man-to-man defense applied by ARAC as Dax Paclibar will go inside. He misses that one. Battle for the rebound. And Palencia track it down on a bad pass by Laponga. Palencia in traffic, bounce pass inside to Palma. Taken away by Kinoviva. Fadeaway shot, it goes out of bounds. It's a 4-point lead for Manit with almost 2 minutes gone here in the third period. Our first game of our exclusive doubleheader on Nudge Sports. The VISMIN Qualifier presented to us by Daily Fantasy, and we are here in the city of Passi, the sports capital of Western Visayas, and that's Palencia scoring. Lyson backing out, will not force the issue. Shot clock 10 seconds. Kinoviva, bullseye! A 5-point lead by Manit. They're in possession right now. Kinoviva puts the move and he is fouled. And he's not happy with the foul given by ARAC. Paclibar will throw it in. He's a good passer also. Good basketball IQ. Shot clock at 5 seconds. J.R. Dalipe with a gorgeous move inside. Lead is 7 points now for Manit. And short was Palencia. Hitting only the bottom of the net. And that was Arcaño scoring at the free throw line. .42-37 is our score. Arcaño going 2 out of 2 at the line. Paclibar setting up the table. 17 of the 24. Dax. Nice feed inside to Reagan Panizales. Three. Yes! Laponga from downtown. And he cuts down the lead to 4 points, 44-40. Dax Paclibar deliberately slowing things down as Chico trying to score from the outside. That's Lyson who misfires on the 3 attempt. Belonio tracking it down. And Reagan Panizales was fouled. Baseline attack by Reagan Panizales. He was fouled that time. Look at that pass by Dax Baklibar. Good basketball IQ as open teammate was able to score. For two, no. Rebounded by Dax Baklibar. Baklibar unable to handle it. Under 5 minutes. La Ponga finds trouble with it. Inside we go. Revi Palencia too strong off the glass. It bounces out and a quick pass to Serafico. Oh, that's a foul. And it's on Palma. It's a 6-point lead for ARAC, or make that Manit. The head coach of Barangay ARAC. (47-40) is our score. For three. No, it goes out of bounds. Manit up by 7 points. Our host, Mayor Stephen Palmares, welcomes you all here in Passi. Just outside the venue, they have this beautiful Christmas lights. It's like you're in Disneyland. You have the toy park and everything. It's beautiful for the kids and for the young at heart. Short on the 2 attempt. Nice shot. Baldomero there, scoring for ARAC. It's a 5-point lead for Manit. Baklibar going behind the back and he backs out. Serafico. Baklibar is open for 3. Oh, Reagan Panizales not giving up on the play, was able to get the basketball and put it back into the hole. 49-42. Let's check this shot. It's Panizales. Valencia. Take it away. Kino Viva going coast to coast. And the steal is completed. Manit ahead, 51-42. Kino Viva going all the way to the rim to score his first 2 points here in the third. Back in a moment. check this pass by Dax Paclivar to Reagan Panizales. He's a good passer with great basketball IQ. Twice already for Panizales. And 3 straight field goals for Panizales. 51-42. Largest lead at 9 points for Manit. And still no answer for ARAC. Baldomero. And Palencia is open for 2. Nice move by Jusil Serafico. Palencia in traffic. Serafico. Reagan Panizales spins. And he misses and he tracks it down. He puts it up and puts it in. 55-42. A 13-point lead, the largest here in the game with less than a minute remaining. Palencia quiet here in the third period. And it's all Manit outscoring ARAC here in the third, 20-9. Foul is called on Kinaviva. And they fouled Kinaviva. .33 seconds to go. .20 seconds. Oh, a wild shot by Baldomero. 13 seconds remaining in the third. 56-45. Serafico travels without a visa. With 5.6 to go, ARAC will get the possession. And they can close the gap here. Let's check this Baldomero move. He was well defended that time. The defense was there, but good offense by Baldomero. And that will end our third here in the city of Passi Arena. ARAC with a rally 56-45. Pasihanons here inside the arena. You know, Passi City is the sports capital of Western Visayas. We are glad that you can join us. You're watching this ball game on Nudge Sports, and thank you to Daily Fantasy, our great sponsor. Fourth quarter action here, 56 for Manit, ARAC 45. They're down by 11 points. Palencia who scored 25 points yesterday, very quiet here in the game. And that was Palma who scored for them. And our host, Mayor Stephen Palmares, thank you also. Kinaviva, also a quiet ball game for him. Kinaviva goes inside, blocked by Palencia. Oh, that was a magical shot by Reagan Panizales. 11-point lead, 58-47. Arcaño. And that's Palma. And a foul is called. It's on number 4, Arcaño. That was out of frustration. That was a good call by the referee. Three. Palencia. He will go inside, finds trouble with it, taken away by Kinaviva, and he has fouled. Look at this one. Kinaviva and Palma exchanging pleasantries. Maybe they will be having a date after this game. They're not exchanging gifts. They're exchanging pleasantries. There's a big park outside. They can have a date after this game. (58-47), our first game of our exclusive doubleheader on Nudge Sports, and a 3-point violation called against number 12, Steve Francis Laison. It's a foul. There's the body bump by Kinaviva. 20 of the 24. Ball deflected out of bounds by Dax Paclevar. Nice fake for 3. No. That was Laponga. And Palencia not able to score also. Both teams not hitting their threes here in the fourth quarter. Palencia all the way to the rim. No foul called. It's a good no call. Let's check this one out. Well, that's a good no call. And Paclevar setting up the table. Lyson for three and bullseye! He's been quiet here in the game. Now he's making a big three. 4-8. And this is the largest lead. 61-47. You're watching the VISMIN Qualifier presented to us by Daily Fantasy. Let's check this move. And the block with this is the block of J.R. Dalipe. Short Palencia. (61-47). Lyson as far as on the three attempt. It's Panizales and Palencia fighting for position. You have to admire those players. They're not giving up in every situation. They're not giving up on every play. By the way, it's 2 days before Christmas. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. We'll have a break tomorrow. Game resume on December 28th. Oh, Paclebar step out of bounds. And we call it size 15. 61-47 as our score. We are approaching the 6-minute mark of the fourth. Palencia goes inside, he kicks it out. Three if it goes in, and it does not. Battle for the rebound, won by Palma. That's Arcaño. It's never late to rally here. 61-49. So far here in the fourth, in terms of scoring, it's an even ball game for here in the fourth quarter for both. Manit scoring 5 points, ARAC scoring 4 points. Lyson is fouled, and basket will count. Oh, that was a bad foul by Palencia. And one situation for Steve Francis. Lyson, he now has 6 points. 64-49. Now it's too deep of a hole here for ARAC to climb. They're down big time. The threes are not going in. And it goes back to Manit. And suddenly the scorers of ARAC, they're very quiet here, struggling here in the fourth quarter. And Manit outscoring ARAC 8-4 here in the fourth. Paclebar. Inside we go. Basketball count. Lyson again. With a bang in the bucket. No look pass. How many assists did he make? Dax Paclebar. With a great feed, a great look, great dish to Steve Francis Lyson. (14 of the 24) short. For three, Rashmir. And ARAC running out of time. Time is not on the side anymore. They're against Manit and the time. Too many turnovers as Lyson will score on the other end. (68-49). Tough shot. Another turnover committed by ARAC. Will be right back. 4 minutes and 21. You're watching the VISMIN qualifier here in the city of Passi. All right, let's check this. Lyson 3. Steve Francis Lyson connecting from the three-point territory. Paclebar finding Lyson downstairs was a foul. And he did complete the three-point play. And on the other end, again, Lyson will score in transition. We are approaching the 4-minute mark. Oh. Panizales kicked the ball out. Palencia, as I mentioned earlier, the two Palencias, they're struggling to score here in the fourth quarter. They just can't find the right rhythm. Oh, as I mentioned his name, he was able to score on the reverse. As I was mentioning his name. 68-51. Approaching the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Time is not on the side of ARAC anymore. Shot clock at 7. Bad pass. Manit wants to talk things over. We'll be right back. The crowd inside the city of Passi Arena, the sports capital of Western Visayas. They're enjoying the action here. .305 remaining. Manit in total control, outscoring ARAC here in the fourth quarter, 12-6. Reagan, a major factor here in the fourth quarter for Manit. By the way, VISMIN qualifier is presented by Daily Fantasy. Our official basketball is Spalding, Nudge Sports, Ball Out Sports, Sandman Media, and our host, the City of Passi, Mayor Stephen Palmares. Palencia for three. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Oh, 3-second violation called against Manit. Final 2 minutes of action here. Manit on the verge of advancing to the semis. That will start on December 28th here in the city of Passi. Our next stop will be in Cordova in Cebu. And shout out to Councilor Raymar Baguio. Of Cordova. He'll be there to continue the VISMIN qualifier. Reagan Panizales, 19-point lead for Manit. This is the team that we know, Manit, who's number one here in the VISMIN qualifier. Shot clock at 12 seconds. It's a 24-second shot clock violation. Three, yes. Ponga, too late of a hero here. 70-54. We still have a shot clock. Again, Manit on the verge of advancing to the semifinals. That will start on December 28th. Reagan Panizales. And they continue to play hard defense. All right. So, Manit will advance to the semis. And ARAC will be having an early vacation here in Passi. They will have an early Christmas vacation. Our final score 72 for Manit, ARAC 54. And what a performance by Dax Paclevar and also J.R. Dalipe. Reagan Panizales, also a major factor coming off the bench. Rashmir Kinaviva, not a major factor in terms of scoring. So again, as I mentioned earlier, ARAC will have an early Christmas vacation. And Manit will advance, so they have more time to prepare for the game of the semifinals. Best player, we are choosing the best player right now. And the scorers of ARAC, not much going on with them during the game. Palencia, number 7, the high man yesterday who scored 25 points, was not a factor in this game. Also Palma, Arcaño, La Ponga. It was the other Garcia or Palencia, the number 8 guy, who was the top scorer because of his 3-point shots. It was a total team effort for Manit. There goes the final score, ladies and gentlemen. 72-54. And this guy is our best player of the game. Reagan Panizales. Scoring 16 points. It was big. And the fourth quarter, always a recipient of a good pass. Our spouting player of the game, Reagan Panizales, 16 points. All right, we'll have the main game later on. Hang on for that. It's Vista City versus Poblacion Ilawood.